Peace, love, and transcendence. And I wanted to make a video about self-care and taking care of yourself. And as the old saying goes, self-preservation is the first law of nature. So you have to take care of yourself before you can help take care of others. So you have to make sure that you are mentally stable and physically able to carry on the responsibilities and duties that have been placed before you. But like I stated before you can do any of that, make sure that you are well taken care of and that you are on a particular path or a particular journey of taking care of yourself first. And that's not being selfish in any way, form, or fashion, because it's important that you remain healthy and that you remain positively, mentally, physically stable and able to do the things that you have to do. So, ways of taking care of yourself. Meditation. And I say this a lot. And I have to take my own advice on this because I think that it's important to meditate daily. And if you can't meditate every single day, then at least try to set aside like once a week, every other day, maybe 10-15 minutes a day just to meditate and focus on your intent, positive things, positivity, making sure that you're focused on your goals and the goals that you need and want to accomplish in your life. And meditation is very good for helping with that. So another way that you can take care of yourself and take care of your mental health is by taking a relaxing bath or a cleansing bath, so to purify your aura. So basically, and it's also known as a spirit bath, so it has different names. So you can use sea salt, Epsom salt, or pure essential oil like lavender, and you can put that in your bath water and just soak yourself in that. But first, usually what I do, or what I like to do, is like first take a shower or take a bath first. Once you've done that, then you want to go back and then you want to soak in your spiritual bath or your relaxing bath or your cleansing bath, which like I said, you could use sea salt, Epsom salt, and lavender, and just soak in that and kind of let yourself air dry and meditate even while you're taking the relaxing bath. Just meditate on your goals and the things that you want to accomplish in life. And you can also use baking soda, and it's the same method as sea salt. So these are some alternatives that you could use. And I know you're probably saying, well, how much should I use? How much lavender should I use? How much Epsom salt should I use? How much sea salt should I use? For me, I'm not really that great with measuring, but you could use half a cup of sea salt, a half a cup of Epsom salt, and a half a cup of baking soda, and you could use just a little bit of lavender. And those essential oils are very expensive, so they're about this big. And you can just put a few drops of the essential oil of your choice in there. But I prefer lavender because lavender is calming and it's soothing. And fellas, you can do the same thing. You can use the same methods. I know a lot of guys like lavender, so you kind of frown at that. But you could also try, for the fellas, you could try eucalyptus oil. That's also a good one. And this is optional. If you really want to make it more zen-like, you can light candles, light incense, play relaxing music, and like I stated before, take a regular bath first or a regular shower. And once you've done that, then you go into your zen mode and you go into your relaxation mode. And you can use these methods. So that's just a few ways of really taking care of yourself, putting yourself first. And remember, you're not being selfish, but you are just trying to make sure that you are stable and able so that you can help take care and provide for your family. That's for moms, dads, big brothers, big sisters. If you have responsibility of taking care of the little brothers and sisters in the family, and sometimes you just feel stressed out, you feel down. These are some ways that can kind of boost your energy, boost your mental stamina, and so that's just a few examples of what you can do. But definitely meditation is key as well to the spiritual bath, and it's key to mental stimulation, mental stability. Moving on, I want to talk about some crystals and some gems. And these particular gems are helpful for specific purposes. Whatever you need them for, you can look up these specific types of crystals to see which ones will best fit your needs at the particular time and at the particular frame of mind that you're in right now. Now, for me, these 3 particular stones caught my attention, and they caught my eye, and I'm going to talk about each one and explain each one in detail. The first one I want to talk about is the hematite crystal. Now, the hematite crystal is excellent for grounding, and it's good for grounding purposes. So if you're feeling a little jaded, and if you're feeling like, you need to come back down to earth, as they say, then this would be a good stone for you to use. And it's also excellent for the body because it cleanses the blood and it supports circulation. And you can access the healing powers of hematite by adding it to your daily meditation practice. So if you have hematite and you want to meditate with it, that's cool. Basically, how I would do it, or how I would go about doing it. And you can also research it for yourself and look up more information. But just hold it in your dominant hand, or the hand that you write with. So I'm right-handed, so I would hold it in my dominant hand, and I would just do the meditation pose, or you could hold it. But this hematite crystal, just hold it in your hand and just focus on your intent. Make sure that your intent is positive and good, because remember, what you do always comes back to you. So if you wish negativity upon someone else in someone else's life, that same energy is going to find its way back to you and find its way back into your life. But if someone is being negative and malicious against you, not saying that you should just sit back and let people just manipulate you, but karma has a way, and it's mighty sweet. So a lot of times you really don't have to do anything or say anything to get back to people or get back at people, because the way the universe works, the universe is going to take care of that situation for you anyway. So back to the hematite crystal. So if you're feeling unsteady, either physically or spiritually, meditate with meditate with hematite, and it'll get you right. All right. So, in a specific healing layout to immediately benefit from its grounding effects. So, if you want to benefit from its grounding effects, what you can do is you can carry this around with you in your pocket. You can kind of like hold it in your hand like this, kind of like I'm doing. And one of the things that I noticed about hematite and about the other crystals as well is that it also helps to stimulate the third eye. which is located, which is on the third eye, which is also known as the pineal gland. And we can get into that in another video. But pineal gland, what is also known as the seat of the soul. So, and one of the things, when I first started using this particular crystal, and that's how I knew it was working, and I'm quite sure everyone's experience is going to vary. It's going to be different because we're all different and we all carry different energies. But what I noticed is that it was giving me headaches. And so I researched it and I looked it up. And it stated that with that particular crystal, or maybe any other crystal that you may use depending on the individual, but I know for me, with that crystal, the hematite, it gave me headaches, and they said that's because it's stimulating the pineal gland and it's opening up the third eye that has been dormant for a while. So that may be one of the reasons why you're having a headache, and it's not necessarily a negative thing or a bad thing, but they also caution that you use sparingly. So if it's really causing you to really feel sick or uncomfortable, or the headaches are getting worse, then it's best maybe that you not use that that particular crystal at that time, because maybe it's not for you at that time. Not necessarily, not saying that you can't ever use it because you're always going to be having headaches or you're always going to be sick if you use it, but maybe just at that particular time, because each person has certain things and issues going on in certain circumstances and situations in their lives that they're experiencing, that they're dealing with, and that just certain crystals would work better to balance that. But I chose these crystals because this is what I needed for the particular situation and time that I am in now. So, on to the next crystal. This is the amethyst crystal. Amethyst. And the amethyst crystal's healing properties are useful in regards to work-related stress. The crystal is also associated with abundance. Now, we can all use some abundance. So, it works in both relieving stress while enhancing prosperity, and it helps to heal and balance the chakras, and that's definitely what I need, the balancing of the chakras. And also there's another video I'm going to explain to you what chakras are, why they're important. We know of the main 7 chakras. We talk about the 7 chakras. We have the crown chakra, which governs the head, the solar plexus, and other chakras. But right now, the only thing that I know of chakras that comes to mind is the crown chakra and the root chakra. So we can get into those videos a little later on, once I do my research and my homework. Just like I want to present this information to you, I also have to read up on things and catch up on things so I can make sure that I am presenting the correct information. And also I encourage you as well to research for yourselves and to look up this stuff. Just don't focus and depend on me. I appreciate you all for checking out the video and listening to me. But at the same token and at the same time, it's always best and important for you to do your own research and just don't rely on others. All right. So, and work-related stress. Those of us that are working, we all can relate to work-related stress. And so another thing, you can also meditate with this particular crystal. You can meditate with all of your crystals, but excuse me. So with the amethyst crystal, is really good for balancing the chakras. And once again, the healing properties regarding to work stress, and it also aids in abundance and prosperity. And amethyst is spelled A-M-E-T-H-Y-S-T, amethyst. And hematite is H-E-M-I-T-I-T-E, hematite. and it is spelled the way that it is pronounced. Hematite and Amethyst. Next up, last crystal that I have is Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye. And that's this crystal right here. And Tiger's Eye is known as a money stone because it gives you the motivation to make things happen. So if you need a little motivation in your life, then this would be the stone for you, you know. And also, once again, you can meditate with this as well, but meditate on the intent of what you need to accomplish as far as your goals are concerned. And the healing properties, it helps to release fear and anxiety, and it helps in harmony and balance. So these are my 3 crystals that I purchased to and to help me in all 3 of these specific areas. All right. So those are a little bit about the crystals and a little information about those. And this video, I kind of figured like this is a 3-in-1 video, I guess, because I told you about self-care, self-preservation, I told you about the gems, and now I'm getting ready to tell you about some more cleansing products that you can use. Now, I'm quite sure sage is very common. A lot of us know about sage. We've heard about sage. If we don't know what it's used for, we have heard the word sage before. But now I want to talk about another cleansing product other than sage. I'm going to show you some sage in just a bit, but Palo Santos. And Palo Santos versus sage. Palo Santos is, and I already have one lit, actually it was lit. And as you can see here, it comes in the sticks. Palo Santos has a more pleasant smell than the sage. Sage has a very potent, strong smell, whereas Palo Santos has a very light fragrance. So Palo Santos is also used in clearing out negativity and negative energy. So how you can use it, or how it's used, you light one end of the stick. As you can see, I've already lit one, but you light one end of the stick, and then you cleanse your area. You can cleanse yourself, you can cleanse your aura. It helps to aid in that as well, and it helps to clear out negativity, as well as sage. And I have sage, and I wanted to show this to you guys because I've had it for quite some time. So when I purchased it, I purchased a big bag of it, but you can also get the sage in sticks, and trust me, this is sage. This is nothing else. This is nothing else. This is sage. 100% sage. And what they did was, when I purchased it, the particular individual who I purchased it from, what they did was they took the sage sticks, the smudge sticks, and you can look those up also, look up sage or smudge sticks, and they took it and they just crumbled it up, and as you can see, and they just made an entire bag of it. And as you can see, like, this was like probably one of the smudge sticks that they took from and that they crumbled it up from. But yeah, so basically you get like something to burn it in. You can use a cauldron, or you could use I'm not saying that this is ghetto or anything, but you can get a tin plate, a tin pan, and you can burn it in this, just light it, and basically it cleanses your negative vibes and negative aura. So that's basically sage or smudge sticks and Palo Santos in a nutshell. So if you're looking for particular items or things to cleanse yourself or to cleanse your surroundings or your household, these are some of the things that actually work and they're good to use. So until next time, I've got a lot more videos coming up, but I want to thank my subscribers for subscribing to me and for tuning in and for checking me out. And to my new subscribers, thank you very much. And to my future subscribers, I appreciate you. Thank you so very much for checking me out. And yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it's thundering, so we're getting ready to have a storm. But other than that, I want to say thank you once again, and peace, love, and transcendence. Until next time.